My dear friends, welcome back to this storytelling session. Please subscribe our channel. Today, I will tell you a very powerful and motivational life story. Follow the words, enjoy the story, and boost your English skills. It is the story of KFC Kentucky Fried Chicken. And more importantly, it is the story of the man behind KFC, Colonel Harlan Sanders. This is not just a food business story. It is a story of failure, rejection, and finally, great success. So sit back, relax, and listen carefully to this inspiring journey. Childhood and early struggles. Harlan Sanders was born on September 9, 1890, in Henryville, Indiana, USA. His father was a farmer who worked very hard to support the family. When Harlan was just 6 years old, tragedy struck. His father passed away suddenly. Now his mother had to go out and work to earn money. Because of this, young Harlan had to take care of his younger brother and sister. At such a young age, he had to cook food for the family. He learned how to bake bread, cook vegetables, and prepare meat. Without knowing it, he was planting the seed for his future cooking journey. But at that time, it was only survival. Harlan's childhood was very tough. He could not continue his studies properly. He dropped out of school when he was in 7th grade. He worked in many small jobs to survive. He worked as a farmer, as a streetcar conductor, as a fireman, and even as a soldier for a short time. He tried being a salesman, an insurance agent, and a railroad worker, but he failed in most of these jobs. Life never gave him stability. He moved from one job to another. But one thing was clear, he never gave up. He always kept trying something new. First steps into cooking. When Harlan was 40 years old, he moved to Kentucky. There he opened a small service station, also called a gas station. It was a place where travelers came to fill petrol and rest for a while. Sanders noticed something interesting. Many travelers who stopped were always hungry. So he started cooking food for them. At first, he served meals like ham, steak, and vegetables. But soon, his fried chicken became the most popular dish. He used a mix of special herbs and spices in his chicken recipe. This secret recipe gave his chicken a unique flavor. People loved it so much that they kept coming back. He did not have a separate restaurant at first. He served food right inside his gas station dining area. But as demand grew, he opened a bigger restaurant across the street. Slowly, his reputation as a great cook spread across Kentucky. Becoming Colonel Sanders. In 1935, something special happened. The governor of Kentucky awarded him the honorary title of Colonel. This was not a military rank, but a mark of respect. From that day, people called him Colonel Harlan Sanders. He embraced this title proudly. He began wearing a white suit and black bow tie. This became his signature style that the whole world would later recognize. His restaurant became famous in Kentucky. Families would travel long distances just to eat his fried chicken. He was finally finding some success in life. A big problem. But life once again tested him. In the 1950s, a new highway was built in Kentucky. This new road took traffic away from his restaurant. Travelers no longer passed by his place. Slowly, customers stopped coming. His business started collapsing. He lost his restaurant. He lost his main source of income. He was now 65 years old. At this age, most people think of retirement. But Colonel Sanders did not retire. He still had one thing, his special chicken recipe. And he had one strong belief that his recipe could succeed anywhere. Rejections and struggles. At the age of 65, he started a new journey. He packed his pressure cooker and his chicken recipe. He traveled from one restaurant to another. At each place, he cooked fried chicken for the owners. He asked them to taste it. If they liked it, he suggested selling it in their restaurant. In return, he asked for a small share of the profit for each chicken sold. This was the beginning of his franchise idea. But things were not easy. Many restaurant owners rejected him. Some laughed at him for trying at such an old age. Some told him that his idea would never work. It is said that Colonel Sanders faced more than 1,000 rejections. Think about that for a moment, 1,000 times. But he never gave up. He believed in his recipe. He believed in himself. The breakthrough. Finally, one restaurant owner agreed to use his recipe. Customers loved it. Then another restaurant joined, and then another. Slowly, the KFC franchise started to grow. KFC means Kentucky Fried Chicken. The name honored his home state of Kentucky. By the 1960s, KFC restaurants were opening in many parts of America. The red and white bucket with Colonel Sanders' picture became famous. Families loved buying chicken in buckets to share together. The business started spreading outside America too. Canada, the UK, and other countries soon had KFC outlets. Global success. By the 1970s, KFC had become one of the largest fast food chains in the world. Colonel Sanders became a global icon. He was always seen in his white suit and black tie. He personally visited many KFC outlets. He spoke to customers. He checked the quality of food. Even at an old age, he worked very hard. He became the face of his brand. People trusted him because he was real and passionate. The legacy. Colonel Sanders passed away in 1980 at the age of 90. But his dream and his recipe still live on. Today, KFC operates in more than 150 countries. Millions of people eat KFC chicken every single day. And all of this happened because one man refused to give up. His life teaches us many lessons. Failure is not the end. Rejection is not permanent. Age is never a barrier. What matters most is belief, hard work, and persistence. Moral of the story. So, my dear friends, this was the inspiring story of Colonel Harlan Sanders and KFC. He started with nothing. He failed many times. He lost jobs, businesses, and money. But he never lost his courage. At the age of 65, when people think of rest, he started again. And he built one of the most successful food companies in the world. This story tells us, never give up on your dreams. Even if people reject you, keep moving forward. Your big success may be waiting just one step ahead. So keep faith, keep working, and keep believing in yourself. Thank you for listening to this story. And I hope it inspires you to never give up in your own life. Please subscribe our channel and give your feedback in comment box.